Andrew lost his job. It was a sudden blow, one he never saw coming. The company was downsizing and he was one of the many who had to go. The email was cold and impersonal, a stark contrast to the years he had dedicated to his work. It felt like the world was ending. The weight of uncertainty pressed down on him, making it hard to breathe. He spent days in a fog, unable to see a way forward. The future seemed bleak and uninviting. He felt like a failure. Every reflection in the mirror was a reminder of what he had lost. The confidence he once had was now replaced with doubt and self-criticism. He questioned every decision he had ever made. Moving back in with his parents was tough. It felt like a step backward, a regression to a time he thought he had left behind. His childhood room, once a place of comfort, now felt like a prison of his own making. It was a low point. Nights were long and sleepless, filled with anxiety and regret. He often found himself staring at the ceiling, lost in thoughts of what could have been. The darkness of the room mirrored the darkness in his mind. He got a job at a coffee shop. It was far from what he had envisioned for himself, but it was something. The routine of making coffee and serving customers provided a small sense of normalcy. It wasn't his dream, but it paid the bills. He felt lost. Each day was a reminder of the gap between where he was and where he wanted to be. The monotony of the job left him with too much time to think about his uncertain future. He didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. The options seemed endless, yet none felt right. He spent hours researching different careers, hoping to find something that would ignite a spark within him. One day he was helping his mum in the kitchen. It was a simple task, something he had done countless times before, but this time it felt different. There was a sense of purpose in the act of preparing a meal. They were making her famous apple pie. The familiar smells and the joy of creating something with his hands brought back memories of happier times. It was a moment of connection and nostalgia. He remembered how much he loved to cook. It was a spark, a glimmer of hope. The act of cooking reignited a passion he had long forgotten. It was as if a light had been turned on in a dark room. Maybe this was his chance to start over, to follow his passion. The idea of turning his love for cooking into a career began to take shape. It was a daunting thought, but for the first time in a long while, he felt a sense of direction. Living with his parents again was humbling, but it gave him a chance to reflect. To think about what he really wanted, he started baking every day. He experimented with different recipes. He wanted to create something special. His mum's kitchen became his haven, a place where he could forget his worries, where he could just create. He started sharing his creations with friends and family. The response was amazing. People loved his food. They encouraged him to sell it. The idea took root. It all started with a simple thought, a dream that seemed almost too big to achieve. But dreams have a way of growing, especially when they are nurtured with passion and determination. He could start his own business. The thought excited him, filled him with a sense of purpose. He envisioned a place where people could come together, enjoy delicious treats, and create memories. He could call it Andrew's Sweet Shop, a name that would soon become synonymous with quality and love baked into every bite. He knew it wouldn't be easy. The road ahead was filled with challenges, late nights, and countless obstacles, but he was ready to face them all. Starting a business is hard work, but he was determined. He spent countless hours perfecting recipes, learning the ins and outs of running a business and preparing for the day he would open his doors. He wanted to make something of himself. He started small. Setting up a modest stall at the local farmers' market, he began to share his creations with the community. Selling his baked goods at local farmers' markets, he worked long hours. Each day was a new opportunity to connect with customers, to see their smiles as they tasted his treats. He put his heart and soul into it. Every pie, every cookie, every cake was a labor of love. His dedication was evident in every bite. Slowly but surely, word began to spread. People loved his cakes, cookies, and pies. His business was growing. The community began to recognize the quality and care that went into his products. His business was growing. The once small dream was now becoming a reality. Andrew's Sweet Shop was not just a bakery, it was a testament to hard work, passion, and the power of a dream. There were challenges, of course, long nights, early mornings, doubt crept in sometimes. The kitchen was often a lonely place, filled with the hum of appliances and the scent of fresh ingredients. But he persevered, driven by a vision that was clear in his mind. He knew he was on the right track. Every recipe perfected, every plan meticulously crafted brought him one step closer to his dream. The late nights and early mornings were not in vain. He had found his passion. The joy of creating something delicious, the smiles on his customers' faces, it all made the hard work worthwhile. His kitchen became a place of happiness and creativity, and he was good at it. People loved his food. Word spread quickly, and soon he had a loyal customer base. He expanded his business, rented a small shop, and hired some staff. The dream was becoming a reality. Andrew's sweet shop was becoming a reality. The sign above the door was more than just a name. It was a symbol of his hard work and determination. He stood proudly in front of his shop, knowing that this was just the beginning. He had gone from feeling like a failure to a successful business owner. The shop was bustling with happy customers, and every day brought new opportunities and challenges. He embraced them all with a smile. He was supporting his family. The business not only brought him personal satisfaction, but also financial stability. He could now provide for his loved ones, sharing his success with those who mattered most. He was living his dream. Every day was a new adventure, filled with the joy of doing what he loved. The shop was more than just a business. It was a testament to his passion and perseverance, all because he didn't give up. His journey was a testament to the power of resilience and hard work. As he looked back on his path, he knew that every challenge had been worth it. The proof was in the pudding and the hustle.